host of the Unicorn Podcast, and today my guest is the First Lady of the Bullet Club, former WWE ring announcer, current cast member of WAG's Atlanta, Mrs. Nightmare, Brandi Rhodes. Now I hope you enjoy this episode. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Now let's get into the podcast.
Hey, Hannah, how's it going?
Hi, good. So let's get started. So, how did you become a cast member of WAGs?
Actually, it was just all by chance. They were doing casting, and they reached out to me, and all I had to do was a Skype interview. And I did a Skype interview, and then a week later, they wanted to hire me for the show. So it was very simple.
So, will you still be pursuing wrestling?
Oh, definitely. I am still wrestling right now. I actually just wrestled on Saturday in Philly, and I wrestled at the old ECW arena, which was my first time wrestling there, so that was pretty cool because that's so historic. And I won that match, which means that I am going on to be a part of the Women of Honor Championship tournament. So I am in the running to become the first ever Women of Honor champion.
Oh, wow. Well, I wish you luck in that tournament.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Okay, so, how did you get started in wrestling?
I started wrestling about 5 years ago. I was in Miami at the time, and I was working as a model, and I was also going to graduate school for TV and broadcasting. And the WWE had reached out to my agent, my modeling agent, and said they were interested in me and wanted to know if I would be interested in working with the company in wrestling. And so I went to my first ever live show, which was Survivor Series at American Airlines Arena, and I loved it. I loved everything that wrestling represented and what it had to offer, and the amazing crowds, and just all of the fun things that go along with wrestling and fandom. And from that point, I think maybe 4 weeks later, I had to move to Tampa to Florida Championship Wrestling and start training there. So that's how it all started.
Okay. So you were you were a ring announcer in the WWE, and you have wrestled in the independent scene. So, what do you prefer?
I have to say, ring announcing is fun, and it has its great moments for sure. But I have to say, I love wrestling. So I am having a lot of fun as a wrestler and getting to do all of these great things that I never thought I'd be able to do. So I think if I had to pick, I would always pick wrestling.
Okay, so who trained you to be a wrestler?
I've actually been trained by a lot of different people. The first person who trained me was Norman Smiley. And he's one of my favorite trainers ever in the world because he is so good. He can do anything, I'm convinced. So it's really easy to learn from somebody who's so naturally good at wrestling. And then another one of my favorite trainers was Sarah Del Rey. She's absolutely amazing and a lot of fun, and it's cool to be trained by a girl because most trainers are guys. So it was nice to get that perspective of someone who's actually done it from a female perspective before. And then, of course, I train a lot with Cody. I actually do listen to Cody. So we have a lot of fun training, these days here in Atlanta, for sure.
Okay, so you've had a good amount of matches and up to this point, who has been your favorite opponent?
Oh, wow. Ooh. That's such a tough question. Okay, can I do 3 favorite
Oh, yeah,
opponents?
yeah. Do as many as you like.
Okay. Okay, so probably number 1 for me is Santana Garrett. She, at the time that we had our match, I had only had, I think, 3 matches before that, and none of them had been good. None of them. They had all been pretty terrible. So I was really wanting, and I had trained a little bit with Santana before, so she kind of knows me, and I was really wanting to get a really good match, and we had a match for the Knockdown last year, and man, it was just the best match. I think it was the best match I've ever had, to be honest. We just have really good chemistry, and she's just so easy as far as working with someone. She trains girls too, new wrestlers, so she's just very good.
Yeah.
So I loved working with Santana. My second favorite is Joey Ryan. Even though he's super mean and he threw me on thumbtacks, which I'll never forget in my entire life, we worked well together. He's an excellent wrestler, and he's a lot of fun, and his personality in the ring is just second to none. I would say then my third favorite opponent, and this one will probably be shocking, and I don't know if you know him, but his name is Kevin Condren.
Oh, yeah.
He is, Scorpio Sky's manager, and we ended up having a wrestling match out of nowhere because I was just going to go watch Cody wrestle Scorpio Sky, but in order for it to, I guess, up the ante a little bit, they had the match with me and Kevin first to determine whether or not Scorpio and Cody would wrestle for the ROH Championship.
Oh.
And, of course, we all know what happened. Kevin Condren cheated, and he won. So the championship was on the line, but Cody was able to retain it. So it was really cool. But Kevin, he gave me a run for my money because he's a manager. I didn't know he would be so skilled in the ring. So it was fun to work with him, too.
Okay. So when did you think that when you left the WWE that everything would have turned out the way it did?
Well, you never know how anything's going to turn out whenever you take a different career turn. But I am a very and hopeful person, and I try to always be positive about everything all the time, as much as I can, because I feel like being positive and putting good energy out sets you up to succeed in some capacity. And so I knew that, through persistence and positivity that I would get where I wanted to get. I didn't know it would happen as quickly as it did, which is great. I'm so happy that, things have fallen into place very fast. But, I have a lot of future goals and things that I'd like to do and achieve. So it's always hard work. Every minute is hard work. Right before I got on the phone with you, I was finishing up a 2-hour workout and, very tired. And then, after we get off the phone, I have so much more to do, but it's all working towards a goal. And, you never stop working towards your goals.
Okay. So, where could we see WAGS?
So WAGS is on the E! Network.
Okay.
WAGS will start airing the first week of January. It's going to be at 10 o'clock on Sundays. And I am not introduced into WAGS until the 3rd episode. So I think that's January 17th that you can tune in and start seeing me on the show. It's going to be really fun. I'm looking forward to sharing part of my story with people. Some of it's going to be about wrestling, some of it won't. So it should be really fun.
Okay. So we're getting to the last question here. So is there any way people can follow you on your social media?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So my social media is which is THE Brandi Rhodes, and that is on both Twitter and Instagram. And then I also have my blog, which is notanotherBasicB.com, and that you can also interact with me on there because I do answer my comments when people, comment about the different posts. I love that. So, yeah, check me out on all the socials and check out my blog.
Okay, so we've reached the end. Well, Brandi, thank you for being on my podcast, Mrs. Nightmare.
Oh, thank you so much, Hannah. I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, and also, like I said, I wish you luck in that tournament.
Well, thank you. I hope you'll be watching. It'll be up on YouTube and all of that, I'm sure. So.
Okay, so have a great day. Thank you for your time.
All right, you too. Happy holidays.
Okay, Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Bye.